Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a new look New Orleans Pelicans rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Pelicans have made a couple moves in the offseason, but we all know that they're probably most likely done with their offseason at this point. They went ahead and traded for Jordan Poole. They believe that was their first move they did. They traded CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and some other draft picks were involved. But they did get Jordan Poole from the Washington Wizards, which I guess is a good trade. Jordan Poole could be a good player. I think he'll be good with this New Orleans Pelicans. I think he'll fit in pretty well. They didn't let CJ McCollum's contract expire. They got Jordan Poole for him, which, his contract is pretty controversial too, but I don't think Jordan Poole is a good player. 20 point, 37% from three. He'll be good with this Pelicans team. They also went ahead and extended Herbert Jones, so he'll be on the team. Obviously, one of the best defenders in the whole NBA. So it makes sense, right? One of the best 3-and-D players. They went ahead and they went ahead. Also, Sadiq Bey was involved in the trade as well from the Wizards. They got him as well. Obviously, another good 3-and-D player that I think they love to have. They signed Kevon Looney in free agency, not Kevon Looney in free agency. They drafted Jeremiah Fears with the 7th overall pick in the NBA draft. They also went ahead and traded up to get Derek Queen with pick 13, which is really controversial knowing the trade that they did. They went ahead and traded that valuable Bucks pick, which y'all know the Bucks probably aren't going to be a good team next year. Let's say if the Bucks miss the playoffs, and it's a really good pick, and you really don't want to give that, especially here in 2K. That pick sometimes ends up being a number one overall pick. So we'll see if Derek Queen ends up being worth that. They also recently signed Bryce McGowan to a two-way contract. They drafted Micah Peavy in the second round as well, and they signed Trey Alexander and Hunter Dickinson to a two-way contract. So yeah, a complete offseason for them. It just depends, obviously. Zion Williamson's health. Who knows, this team is even going to make the playoffs. It's really kind of a weird team, but I think it could work if everybody stays healthy. But play progression, they got Trey Murphy going down, which literally makes no sense. He is 25 years old. Yves Missi going up, Carlo Makovich going up, Jordan Hawkins going up, Sadiq Bey going up. I don't think DeJounte Murray will be healthy throughout the season, which sucks. We got Kevon Looney going down, Bryce McGowan, Trey Alexander, Hunter Dickinson going up. So I'll see you guys in the rotation. Land us 19th, but we have to figure out how we're going to run this rotation, because right now how 2K want to run it is Jordan Poole, Jordan Hawkins, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Yves Missi, Herb Jones, Carlo Makovich, Jose Alvarado, Sadiq Bey, and Kevon Looney, while leaving Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears out the rotation, which we can't do that. So we're going to try our best to fix it. So I guess for now, you normally have a shooting guard, really. So I guess we can move Jordan Poole to shooting guard, and then once Murray comes back, I guess he'll play next to him. But for now, Jordan Poole's going to slide down to the 2. I'd say it'll be kind of weird, like I said, but I guess we'll try to work it. Instead of Jose Alvarado starting, I guess we get to start Jeremiah Fears out of the way, right? Yeah, screw it. I mean, Jeremiah Fears is here, and might as well start him right away. I'm going to start Jeremiah Fears right away. I'm going to put a Vorson on starter Jose Alvarado. I do like Jose Alvarado, but I'd much rather have the 7th overall pick in Jeremiah Fears. But I'm really high on Fears. I think he could become something for us. So Fears, Poole, Murphy, Zion, Missi, Herb Jones, Makovich, Alvarado, Sadiq Bey. And I still do want to get Derek Queen in the rotation somehow. So I'm guessing that means we're going to have to play him over. I mean, it sucks to leave anybody out, honestly. I guess we'll have to play him over Carlo Makovich, and then we'll go ahead and fix that. I do like Carlo Makovich, but for now, this is how it's going to be. So we'll give him, we'll fix this in just a second so it can be evened out like this, and then Derek Queen will get his last minutes off the bench. I do really like Carlo Makovich. I wish he could play minutes for us, but minutes might open up at the trade line. I mean, most likely not. Once DeJounte Murray comes back, I guess Jeremiah Fears will hit the bench or Poole will hit the bench. I really don't know how this is going to work. DeJounte Murray will be back in about 4 to 6 months, I guess. And then shot tendencies, want Zion Williamson taking most of the shots, obviously, Jordan Poole. I mean, I guess I just leave it like this, right? And then I'll see you guys now at the end of this season. We'll see how we do. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag is the Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk's your 6-man. Depoy also goes to Wemby. Most improved. Or no, I said also, like, Wemby's won another award. I mean, he only won one Depoy and one award. Most improved on Nemaz Keita. Clutch player on the Steph Curry. Chris Venture, coach here. Nathan Mack is your executive. But at the end of this season, we do have Zion Williamson making all-base second team. So looks like Zion Good thing they didn't trade him, I guess, but I don't know if we're going to do that. We finished off number 10th seed in the Western Conference, so not good by any means in the stacked Western Conference. I don't expect this to be that good, but being number 10, definitely. So at least we didn't miss the playoffs. Some of these teams that are expected to make it definitely did. I guess only like a couple of these teams, like maybe the Grizzlies, Warriors expected to make it, but sucks we were the 10th seed, but at least we made something, right? So, the G League stats, player stats. If I can click the right button, 27 from Zion Williamson, 18 from Jordan Poole, 15 from DeJounte Murray, 11 from Jeremiah Fears. He didn't really shoot good from three. 2K is not the best three-point shooter, so I have to keep that in mind. 11 from Trey Murphy. Maybe I should have pushed his shot tendency up because obviously now averaging 11 points next year. 10 from Sadiq Bey with 5 rebounds, so he was a good 3-and-D wing for us. 8 from Alvarado, 7 from Hawkins. 7 and 5 from Queen. Also, our Queen's going to be out to start this season, so maybe I should have put that injury in, which, yeah, maybe I should have did that. I forgot, honestly. Misi was 6 and 6 from Herb Jones, but we do got the Los Angeles Clippers in the first ring of the play-ins. We're going to see if we can possibly beat them. Even if we win, we still got to play another playing team, so it's not like we're in automatically, but so far, so good. We are going to win 114-102. Good start. We got to play the Houston Rockets. And the Rockets, surprised they're here. They have obviously got Kevin Durant in the offseason, so time to see if we can beat them. But so far, the Rockets have the lead, and it isn't like Houston is going to blow us out. So we're going back home. So now we have some things to think about. Do we want to keep Zion Williamson? I mean, he had a great season for us. How did he play in the playoffs? But he had a great season for us, so we could just let him go, like I said. But I do like Zion, so I don't know. The Dallas Mavericks are going to win the championship, so Nico Harrison will be really happy if that happened. Obviously, he would prove literally everybody who said fire Nico in that Mavericks arena wrong. But let's head straight into the draft lottery. Let's see where that pick lands. So it's actually going to be the 13th pick. Mock projected 13th, so I guess it's not that bad because we actually made the playoffs or something. So yeah, it's not that bad, but still, it is still a 13th pick. But Willie Green is only on a 1-year deal. He might as well keep him. So heading into draft night, what pick do we have? Do we have any? So no, we do not have a pick in this draft. Our pick does go to Atlanta, like I said. So, and then we do have our second goes to San Antonio. And then we also have a pick swap from the Bucks. So we actually do have this pick at least. So if the Bucks are bad next year as well, then we could possibly land a lottery pick next year. So that's absolutely huge for us, obviously. So we'll obviously be using that. This random. What am I doing? San Diego. Hello? I heard the door open. Yeah. So, do you want something like Peter Gourmet, or do you just want a burger? What is Peter Gourmet? It's the thing like how Rachel's was. Um, I don't know. Huh? I don't know. Yes or no? I don't know. Either that or you want just a burger. I don't know. But do you eat it? I don't know. I said, but do you like it? What, Peter Gourmet? Yeah. I guess, yeah. All right, I'll take one. All right, bye. All right. Also have a Bucks pick in 2027. So yeah, I guess if the Bucks are bad next year, then we can obviously have another lottery pick that'll actually belong to us this time. But we'll go ahead and skip past the draft. Two player options, we have Misi. I think we'll honestly opt out of Carlo Makovic. We already have a lot of bigs that are probably going to play over him, including Derek Queen. He played over him last year, so we might as well decline him. No, he has a cheap contract, and we probably could use that cheap contract in a trade for value. So actually, he has an 80 overall, so I'll actually accept it. Jose Alvarado will opt out of that player option. I don't know if we're able to re-sign Jose Alvarado. I know Pelicans fans like him. Jordan Hawkins, we are going to accept. Kevon Looney, we might as well decline that team option. He won't play much minutes for us anyway. Bryce McGowan, honestly, I don't really have interest in bringing him back. He'll say straight to free agency, as Luka Doncic should return to the Lakers, but for some reason wants to go to Los Angeles, but the other Los Angeles team, which is weird. But Jose Alvarado's a free agent. We want to bring him back. I mean, we might not be able to. He won't be getting much playing time. So, yeah, DeJounte Murray, Jeremiah Fear, Jordan Poole, Jordan Hawkins, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Sadiq Bey, Micah Pivy, Zion Williamson, Derek Queen, Yves Misi, and Carlo Makovic. So, low-key, what I want to do is I'm pretty sure, are we above the second apron or are we below it? I think we might be below it. Okay, we might be hard to cap at the first apron, but we might, I'm pretty sure we're below the first apron or the second apron. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to explore trade outs for DeJounte Murray. I don't think he really fits with the team anymore, and I feel like if we trade him, it could make some sense for us. So I'm going to see if I can trade DeJounte Murray to a team that would probably want him. Different offers for DeJounte Murray. One of the offers is this: when we can make the trip to Chicago Bulls. Obviously, the Bulls are a weird team. You know, let's say maybe Josh Giddey doesn't return. They want DeJounte Murray. We can get Jalen Smith and an unprotected 27 first-round pick. So I'd like that a lot. We can stack up on 2027 in case we're bad and want to blow it up at the trade deadline. For now, I think I'm going to keep Zion. We can also do the trade with the Spurs, but I don't think the Spurs really want DeJounte Murray. We can also do a trade with the Bucks, but to be honest, I don't want to make a trade with the Bucks. I want to make them as bad as possible, so I'm going to refuse to make a trade with the Bucks. So, not that I was going to accept the trade anyway, but I'm just saying we want the Bucks to be as bad as possible. So I think I'm going to do this trade. We get Jalen Smith, we let go of some money, and then we can get this 27 first-round pick from the Bulls. Sign me up for that, and that gives obviously Jeremiah Fears the keys to the starting point guard role, and then I'm still trying to figure out what we are, to be honest. What our team is, but I think we'll be figuring that out very soon. And for that, that should give us the ability to re-sign Jose Alvarado. So we'll absolutely do that. Jose Alvarado, welcome back to the team. We are a backup point guard. We can just get rid of the trade exception. We won't be using that. That's a big trade exception. So, all right, I'm really liking this so far. So now, I believe we're below the first apron. We're really good financially wise, and I think I'm gonna see our record is at the trade deadline, and then that'll, decide what we do with this roster most likely. So play progression. We got Zion Williamson up to a 91, Trey Murphy up, Misi up, Jeremiah Friedel to an 82, Derek Queen is up, Jordan Hawkins is up, and then Sadiq Bey and Jose Alvarado will progressing. Micah Pivy, he'll be here for a while, so maybe he can make his way up in the rotation eventually. But so far, I like the team, but I don't know how good he'll perform in 2K. Like, you never know with the Pelicans at this point. At one point, they had the best young core in the NBA, according to past ESPN articles. But now it looks like they have one of the worst young cores in the NBA, which is interesting. I mean, they have a solid young core, solid foundation, but I don't know what they're going to be in real life, to be honest with you. But we're going to hopefully wait for this to load. But Power Ranking Lens is 20th. Proficiency, we're running a balance system, and I guess balance would be, or 7 seconds would be, or would it be balance? It would be balance, or percentage doesn't matter too much. So I'm going to fix his preferred system to balance, Willie Greens. But our rotation of Jeremiah Fears, Jordan Poole, Trey Murphy, Zion, Misi, Jones, Queen, Makovic, Hawkins, and then Jalen Smith as your 10-man rotation. So I think instead of giving these minutes to Makovic, like I said, this Derek Queen's there with that power forward. I guess we could play him now. Jalen Smith, we don't need him to play much minutes for us. I'll go ahead and give Mr. Jose Alvarado. So we'll give him these last 10 minutes off the bench. And then shot tendencies, I do want Trey Murphy to have a high shot tendency. He'll be the second option from now on. So Trey Murphy, I'm going to have him take shots for us. So we're going to have that going for us. Then Fears was a shot tendency. It's like a push up to an 80. So we'll see you guys at the end of the season now. Is your MVP. I'm going to try and stay patient with this team also. I'm not going to force a Zion trade if it's not there, because we ended up being the number 8 seed to play in once again. I mean, What's this league once again? 42-40. We were close to making it in at one point, but we kind of fell off at the end, which just sucked. With a dude, no way. The Bucks need to get eliminated in the play-in, man. They need to. On our matchup here, we ended up being the AFC. We got Sacramento in the first game of the play-in. So this time, if we win, we get straight into it. So we had about 23 from Zion, 16 from Trey Murphy, 15 from Jeremiah Fears with 6 assists. Does 3-point percentage go up? It did. So Jeremiah Fears is improving, which is a great sign. 14 from Poole, 13.5 from Queen, 11 from Jordan Hall, which I did extend him at the trading line. Shooting 44% from 3 while averaging 11 points. Definitely deserves an extension, in my opinion. I gave him about $12.75 million for 3 years. Well, that's a pretty good contract. Want to lock him up long term. 7 from Carlo Makovich. We had about 6 from Misi, 6.5 from Herb Jones, 5 from Jose Alvarado. Then Micah Peavy didn't really obviously play, and the rest of the guys didn't play. But yeah, Sacramento around 1. How are they looking like, by the way? They got Devin Crowder. Oh, they had an AJ DeBanza, so that's obviously good for them. They finally get to reset their franchise with him, I guess. But time to see if we can beat them. They want to play Daniel Smith, which I don't agree with all the bigs that we have, but we might. It's a close game, and we are going to go ahead and lose. So we lose 108-103. The Kings will get in. We have to play the Los Angeles Lakers instead of the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is surprising. The Thunder have missed the playoffs. We got the Los Angeles Lakers, though, Luka Doncic. So obviously don't want to play Luka. Don't want to play this team at all. So this will be hard. Time to see if we can go ahead and get it. No, I guess if they really want to fix the rotation the way how it is, we'll fix it. They want to start Jordan Hawkins and Herb Jones. They want to go ahead and bench Trey Murphy. Now I don't agree with this body means. I'll go to a 9-man rotation, but I guess number 2K thinks is right. I guess it could be right sometimes, but and looks like the Lakers. I mean, we can't come back. It's a close game. It's a close game, and we are gonna go ahead and barely escaped that one. 124-123, 27 from Trimmer. How'd that game end? It had to end in the buzzer beater, right? It had to. Wow. Jordan Poole at the game-winning shot, and Luka Doncic with the offensive foul, and that ended the game. Shout out to Jordan Poole at the game-winning 3. That's absolutely amazing. So, Jordan Poole, thank you. Now we're in the playoffs because of you. We're probably going to get swept by the Mavericks, knowing how OP Dallas is in 2K. So, we'll see what happens, though. So this is how Dallas looking now. So we know how they look like. We know how good they are in 2K. Okay, the Bucks did get eliminated, which is amazing as well. But against the Dallas Mavericks in round 1, we are down 3-1. We're on losing 5. So Dallas beat us at 5, which was expected. But how did our guys play in the playoffs? By the way, this will be huge to see who we keep for the long-term future. So Zion was good. Trey Murphy was good. Jordan Poole was actually pretty good. Jeremiah Fears was good. Hawkins and Queen were good. Everybody played pretty good, so I guess I can't really blame anybody for it. Just the Mavericks were just too good for us, I guess, man. So Steph and Draymond retired in the same offseason, which makes sense. I don't think Draymond want to play without Steph, and I don't think Steph want to play without Draymond. They both retired in the same offseason. So heading into the draft lottery, though, where's that Bucks pick going to land? So we are projected number 12 via Chicago, and dude, I do not see that Bucks pick anywhere. Is it like? So it says the Hawks own it. Do the Hawks actually own that pick? I don't know. I'm gonna send the lottery, and the Wizards will get 1, Sixers 2. We have the 4th overall pick and the 11th overall pick. I think so. Not the 11th overall pick. Where that other Bulls pick land? So, okay, we have 4 and 12. All right, that's all I needed to know. So we have the 4th pick and the 12th overall pick from the DeJounte Murray trade. So, absolutely love to see. We can reset our whole team with this, honestly. If we really want to trade Zion, we could right now. So, things obviously aren't working. I will look into it. Most likely, Jordan Poole is going to ask for a bag and won't be able to pay him that unless he takes a bench role, which we could still do. But I think it's both best we just let him walk. I mean, like I said, I want to open our minutes for our young guys, and I really think that we should be considered trading Zion Williamson. We're going to have a good team now, a great young core to build around, and Zion still can be the centerpiece of that, but I definitely think we look into it. Trade, which sucks. We might try again later, but I really looked for anything I couldn't really find. I was close to getting a deal done, but really didn't work. So I'm going to see if I can snag Nick Nurse. We're going to move on from Willie Green here. Like I said, I'm going to try to make this work with Zion. Quinton, I'm going to offer mostly all these guys see which one we can get. We're gonna get Quinn Snyder, so I don't hate that by any means. Quinn Snyder is good in 2K. And lastly, we have the 4th overall pick and the 12th overall picks. Maybe this could change this thing around. So number 1 is gonna be Tyron Stokes to the Wizards. Number 2 will be Hugo to the Sixers. Number 3 is gonna be Caleb Poole, which means Brandon McCoy has fallen to my lap. We could take this Mika guy, Hall of Fame ceiling, but I really like what Brandon McCoy. Last time I got him, he was absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna take Brandon McCoy. Welcome, and then 4 will probably be that Mika guy. I don't know much about him either. Anthony Thompson to the Jazz. The Thunder will take Jax Richardson. Dylan Mingo to the Warriors. 9, Trevor Ariza. 10, Christian Collins to the Boston Celtics. I thought the Bulls traded their. Oh, I guess it might have been like a pick from the Blazers or something. They take this Keita guy, and then we got Jason Crowley Jr. We got Jordan Smith, Sadiq White, Caleb Gaskins. I mean, I guess Sadiq White's only got to have Hall of Fame ceiling. So I think we might have taken Sadiq White or maybe Caleb Gaskins. I mean, it really doesn't matter what we need at this point. So sure, let's take the 2 Hall of Fame guys. So Sadiq White and Caleb Gaskins, welcome to the team. Not Caleb Gaskins. Brandon McCoy. So Brandon McCoy and Sadiq White, welcome. Misi, Fears, and Queen will accept, obviously. Karl Makovich, I guess, will extend the qualifying offer. Free agency, Karl Makovich, Jordan Poole only asked for $22 million, but so we've been in the super mid, and I don't think we have reason to like pay him that much money. But what do we got? So we got Fears, Alvarado, Brandon McCoy. So I guess Alvarado becomes really expendable now. We can trade him. Hawkins, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones. So like our small forward rotation, Zion, Derek Queen. So maybe we move Derek Queen to backup center, which is something we could do now that we got Sadiq White. You don't have to worry about Karl Makovich now, so I definitely think we'll do that. So Derek Queen. He's actually, I think he's more of a power forward than he is at center, but I'm still going to move him to backup center because I think that is going to be his position. I'm not quite sure. So Derek Queen will slide him to backup center. He can shoot a little bit, but what else will we need to do? So who can we sign in free agency? So I actually do have like an MLE to offer, which is great. So we can give this so I definitely think their shooting around Zion needs to get a little better because we only have like a couple of shooters. So last year we only got Trey Murphy and Jordan Hawkins and Jordan Poole really. So I'd love to get like an elite sharpshooter that we can sign around Zion. Play Herb Jones at the 2 so we can have something like that working for us so we can have defense next to Jeremiah Fears. Or, I mean, he's a good defender himself, so honestly, I think we'll be good on that note. And then lastly, trying to balance out this roster, honestly. I want to keep Zion, but Alvarado can be a good depth piece, Hawkins. So I guess all he needs like a good backup small forward, and then Chase, I guess we're chilling. So Michael Porter Jr. is just the option here. I mean, Norman Powell for Chief Kelly Olynyk, Isaac Okoro, Caleb Houston that developed all the way to a he's a 3-and-D wing, 37% from 3. I mean, I feel like he can have a good role here. 6'8", Struce as a Okoro shot 35% from 3. Who's the better shooting guy here? So I guess it would be Michael Porter Jr. And obviously, I don't think the Nets are going to bring him back. Freak, they are. And I don't think I'm going to be able to pay him that much money unless he just wants to sign with me, which would be nice. But damn, it's the Nets do want him back. So we could go after the cheaper option, Caleb Houston, which is interesting. Maybe he can become an actual good shooter for us. No, screw it. I'm going to go after Caleb Houston. Or no, I'm going to go after the best option. We also got a guy, Keyshawn George. We bank on Keyshawn George being a good three-point shooter for us. I think I can do that. So Keyshawn George got waived by the Wizards. They already have a bunch of young talent anyway, so I can see that happening. So we'll sign Keyshawn George or announce literally everybody else. We don't need anybody else back here. And he should go up at small forward. I did this because I feel this would be the best option for us. He goes up by 1 at small forward. But I still like it, though. Keyshawn George is a great shooter. Especially here in 2K, it should be good for us. So Keyshawn George, welcome to the team. We have that going for us. Then Sneak will be our backup power forward. And then still re-sign Poole. But at this point, I don't really think it makes sense. So I trade the player progression. And then if things aren't working out, I'm going to make an immediate move at the deadline. Because things just aren't working. Zion Williamson will be a free agent next year. So we can trade him at the trade line or we can pay him the bag. Fears is up. Murphy is up. Herb Jones is up. I still don't know what we're doing with this team right now, honestly. But for now, it honestly looks like it could work this year. I really like how this is looking like. We just had to get some of the veteran pieces out. Let the Pelicans just randomly threw together. I never liked the team from the beginning. Now I feel like we balanced out the roster more. I feel like this is the best roster we had all video. So we're just gonna assume that that was what was wrong with it. Too many ball handlers, too many scores. It was a little definitely odd, especially that first year we had DeJounte Murray. But Jeremiah Fears, Herb Jones, they want to start George. I'm actually gonna go and start Trey Murphy. So I really do like the starting five though. Also, Herb Jones shot 24% from three. Herb Jones isn't a bad three-point shooter. I don't know why 2K has it like this. He's actually a really good dude. If you shot 41% when healthy, so I don't know why he has it like this, but a lot of that good starting five. But they want to start Derek Queen at center, which I guess we can allow. He's good defensively, right? I don't really know too much about Derek Queen's inside defense. I mean, they both have A's, so I maybe thought Messi would be better rim protector, but that's fine. Queen, George, Messi, Hawkins, McCoy, and Sadiq Wise are 10-man rotations. So, like I said, I feel this is the best roster we had. Hopefully, we can develop off this. If we suck at the trading line, if we're just super mid, then I will trade Zion Williamson. And so far, that's looking like it's going to happen, bro. It's Tennessee's like messed up because, damn, I want to win, bro. I want to win some games, but everything is exactly how I want it to be. I want those three guys scoring, but looks like a Zion Williamson trade is coming. Damn, we suck. Trade the line, we're 23 and 30. We are mid, so I want to make a deal, and that deal includes Zion Williamson. So I was looking at offers, and I actually like this offer that I made up with the Utah Jazz. Basically, we get Walker Kessler, this Anthony Thompson guy, and this 2028 unprotected first round pick for Zion Williamson. This would be it would be really, I would love to get this deal done, and maybe we squeeze another first as well out of them. I'd absolutely love this. I ain't gonna lie with you. So I'm going to offer it at them. Ooh, they're so close to agreeing. That's why I really do want to get this deal done. It does make sense for both teams, and I'd love to get the deal done. Now, they say they're not interested. I'm going to find a way to make this deal go through, though. I'm going to throw some players in there. Hopefully, they say yes. Got the deal to go through. I had to throw Keyshawn George in there, which Keyshawn George wasn't really playing that good for us, and he was only in a one-year deal. So I realized that he was the odd man out. We weren't able to re-sign him. I did try Jose Alvarado, still didn't agree, but I threw George in there because we wouldn't be able to re-sign him. So he goes to Utah. Utah gets themselves a star and a really good 3-and-D player. Now, hopefully that doesn't make them better, because if it does, then obviously that would suck for us. But basically, grabbing Walker Kessler gives us another serviceable big, and it moves Derek Queen back to power forward because he was driving a little bit more at power forward than at center. So I'm happy to have him play his original position in power forward. So he'll be playing that position. So like I said, hopefully that doesn't make Utah better. Hopefully it doesn't. They do have a really good team now, bro. Hoping it doesn't make them better. But what we're going to do is we're going to run this. So, yeah, trading Zion was, like I said, didn't love it. But also, instead of playing Queen and Kessler together, which only makes sense for us, I'm going to go and start Sadiq White right away. And we're going to have – actually, no, screw it. We're probably going to be throwing this year away anyway. So, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Flag winning the MVP with these stats are interesting, but I guess it got him the MVP award over guys like with these stats, but it's interesting. Guess they had a really good record. Jonas wins Rookie of the Year. This guy's not a rookie, so it looks like he's just now playing. Yeah, that's crazy to me. As the Mavericks, yeah, had a really good record, was expected. But at the end of the season, we ended up missing the playoffs, and the Jazz ended up, not being a better team. Wait, if they had the worst record in the league, that's bad. Damn it. Okay, we're not gonna get number one though. We're gonna get a top 5 pick. That's nice. So, the Mavericks go on to beat the Detroit Pistons, but I'm hoping next year could be our year, man. I've already done a lot. This has been a really tough rebuild, man. These rebuilds have been tough. I haven't been able to do nothing, but we are projected pick 12 and pick 8 in the draft, so we're gonna see where these picks land. Wait, shouldn't we be projected number 1? So wait, what pick do we have? I am actually so confused right now. What pick do we actually have? So, all right, long story short, we have pick 5 and 12, and then we don't have our second goes to the Spurs. But all right, I'm just gonna be okay. So we have pick 5 from the Jazz. They got Zion, so they got their future star. They're looking to make some noise next year, obviously, with Zion, other pieces that they had. George is actually a restricted free agent, so I guess in theory we would have been able to re-sign him, but the package that we got in return, I honestly think it was fine just the way we are. So now we have to see who's going to be our future star. Now we traded Zion, obviously. So, but we do have some first round picks to think about. So, or to Number one is going to be Paul. Number two is going to be Bob. I would love to get one of these guys. Maybe we could have traded up. Who's the third best player in this draft? I know there is another person, Lincoln Codby, Nathan Solomon. So likely land one of these guys, hopefully. Gabe Neesmith. So we'll be landing Nathan Solomon in the draft, I guess. Another power forward like that. Ryan Hampton. We got Taylor Jamison, Jordan Page, Jeremiah Prophet. So I mean, we could take Ryan Hampton. I don't know too much about these guys at all. Looks like Jordan Payne and Jeremiah Prophet might be the best left. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jeremiah Prophet with this selection, and that'll be our draft. So 78 and 75. Jeremiah Fears, Derek Queen will accept Micah Peavy as well. Qualifying offers, Yves Misi is a free agent. Do we have any money in free agency? No, not at all. Are we above the second? No, we're not. Okay, let us say, okay. So we got Fears, McCoy, Herb Jones, Jordan Hawkins, Jeremiah Prophet, Trey Murphy, Anthony Thompson, Queen, and then I guess we do need a backup center, and that guy will be Yves Misi. We have to bring it back. So he's not really asked for too much money, which I do like. I'm going to see if I can stretch this out to day 12. If we could, I'd absolutely love that. So we're going to wait on day 12 to get him as cheap as possible. Doesn't matter how much it is. Hopefully he doesn't get an offer, because if he does, we'll have to match it. But so far, it is looking like he'll stay till day 12. So Misi, they're asking for about $24 million for 4 years. I can pay him that. I could pay him this. We'll get Yves Misi back with a pretty solid deal, and then we'll have our backup center, we'll have our power forward rotation. Anthony Thompson will develop, and then yeah, I mean, I guess this could become something for us. Who knows? Maybe it will. So Misi is back. 90, Kessler is up, Derek Queen is up, Yves Misi is up. Derek Queen sadly just can't really shoot the ball that well, so I'm going to have him come off the bench. So Nathan Solomon will get the role this year, I guess, starting, since he actually has, or Nathan Solomon Sadiq Wise. We're going to have to play the space in the floor is going to be bad, so that's the reason why. Unless Misi can shoot, no, he can't. But yeah, everybody's going up. So Jose Alvarado is a Pelicans legend, I guess. He's been here this whole time. But okay, 2029 season coming up. I guess what I'm looking for is for us to make the playoffs. We haven't been able to do that all video, and this Pelicans rebuild has been really unsuccessful so far. So we changed Zion mid-video, so hopefully this would change everything. You know, it might be a long rebuild, but honestly, I'm fine with it. As long as we get a championship out of it, which I haven't gotten so many videos. Power ranking lands in third, so maybe we actually will be a good team. What is our system proficiency? I always forget how to freaking look at this. Okay, here we go. Them here, and we're gonna fix our coach's preferred system, and then we'll go ahead and look at this rotation. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I mean, 2K seems like they're a big believer in it. So preferred system, balance. Yeah, like I said, I'm really liking it so far. So we got Jeremiah Fears, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Queen, and Kessler. But like I said, for shooting purposes, or we can move maybe Trey Murphy to power forward. He is 6'8". I mean, he had a really good season first. We can move Trey Murphy to power forward. Then we can start whoever at small forward. But I think for this season, for now, I'm just going to go out and bench Derek Queen. Just for three-point shooting purposes. It sucks none of these bigs can shoot at all. Like, that's the only bad thing about Drake Walker Kessler. But, yeah, so we'll have Fears, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Sadiq White, Kessler, Queen, Misi, McCoy, Hawkins, and Anthony Thompson or Timmer Diz. So I really like how this is. I think we'll be a good team, like how 2K said. Cooper Flag is your MVP. Cosby is your Rookie of the Year. 6 betting on a Yakachona. Defensive player going to win Binyama. At the end of the season, I already see that. I skipped through it real quickly by accident. We won 60 games. It was 60 and 22. I didn't know Trey Zion was the problem while we were so bad this whole time. I didn't think Zion was really the problem. So next time I do a Pelicans rebuild, that's the first thing we're going to do. Trey Zion wins, and I guess so. Jeremiah Fears with the ball in his hands, number one option, absolutely performed the best he could. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 50% from the field, 34% from threes. So 3% is getting a lot better. Trey Murphy was the second star. He averaged about 21 points, 42% from 3. Derek Queen with 14 from Brandon McCoy, 10 from White, 10 from Hawkins, 8 from Misi, 8 from Thompson, 6 from Kessler, and then 5 from Herb Jones. Look at the 3-point percentages, because let's hope that's not our problem. So Brandon McCoy shot 48%. Absolute sniper. Wow, that's crazy. 42 from Trey Murphy, 41 from Hawkins, 36 from Sadiq White, which will get better. 35 from Anthony Thomas will get better as well. Fierce, the 3% isn't bad. It's just Herb Jones, Derek Queen, Kessler, and Meeson. It's so annoying because Herb Jones shouldn't be a bad shooter. He's not even a bad shooter in real life, dude. But Hawkins is now starting at shooting guard, and we're going to go shooting guard change out to a 9-man. And also, eventually, they just screw up. Man, I want a championship this year. So we got Memphis in round 1. Ja, Caleb Holt, Wells, Jackson Edie, Cedric Coward, Siakam coming off the bench, Harlan, Jed Howard. All right. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to take. Game 3, and Game 4, we're going to beat them at 5, as we now have the Golden State Warriors with Dylan Mingo, Podziemski, Marketing, Kuminga, Jokic. I mean, I don't really think this team is better than us either. We're going to take Game 1. We're going to take Game 2. They're going to take Game 3. We're going to take Game 4. We're going to beat them at 5. Yes, we are. We either got the Spurs or the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be San Antonio. Dallas going to get eliminated? Really? I mean, this team is really old, but you never know. This team is just so good. Now we got San Antonio. So, Dylan Harper, Castle, Carter Bryant, Wemby's still a good roster, though, man. So, either way, obviously it's a tough opponent. This was the second team we're playing. Okay, they want to start Misi at power forward. That's not happening. So, let me just go back to where we're starting Sadiq White. I know exactly how to fix this. So, just for this series, you won't have a secondary position. It shouldn't be a power forward. Okay, there we go. Sadiq White will continue to start power forward like he was, right? Yeah. All right. Game 1, we're gonna take good start. Game 2, we're gonna take. Game 3, they're gonna take. Game 4, they ended up. Okay, just like that. It's tied. They want to go ahead and start Herb Jones back again. I love that we have all these options, man. But this will be a huge game. Who goes up 3-2? It's a close game. Back and forth scoring game. We'll get it done. We're going to go 3-2 on them. 23 for Pierce, 23 for Murphy. And now we're up 3-2, going back into San Antonio. Obviously, what we want to do is we kind of want to beat this game and avoid the Game 7. But we are going to go ahead and this won't suck. So, Wemby, 29 points. Whoever wants to play Boston. I wonder how the Celtics look at this point. But Game 7, it's in New Orleans, but the Spurs have the lead right now, and it's on this. We're just going to take care of business. So we choke a 3-2 lead, which does suck. It seemed like we were going to win the series, but it just didn't work out for us, man, which is annoying. But how are the Celtics looking? They have A.J. Mitchell, Aaron Peterson, so it's like that year Tatum being out helped them out. Hunter Dickinson at center. Yeah, I can't argue this guy's not guarding Wemby, the 75 overall. I wonder what Wemby did against that team. Wow, he must have went all in, right? Oh, no, I didn't do too crazy. But, all right, we'll run it back one more year on this team, and we'll see if we get a championship.